a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energising and entertaining. Hi friends, Julie Cross here. Welcome back to the podcast show. Just want to share a little bit inside about a little adventure I had in Mount Isa recently. So I went to Mount Isa last year to do a community event, which was organised by a lady who met me through social media. And she had a particular interest in my stories around living and loving with autism, and so she organised a group of people in the room, and I went up there to speak at this event. The mayor came to that show that evening, and after the show she said to me, Julie, we need to get you back to Mount Isa sometime to talk to more people in our community. And so it worked out that they did exactly do that, and I went back a couple of weeks ago and spoke to the local business community and their teams around customer service. Now, not everybody probably knows this, but customer service is one of the things that I talk about, and I'm extremely passionate about it, and I believe that the time really has come for us to really reinvent and refocus on the power of our connection via our customer service and the difference that we make in people's lives in doing so. I think that in our high-tech world, we've got to keep remembering to be high touch and keep getting back to that. You can spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and I think I've talked about this here before, but you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on upgrading your computer system and having the best computer system in the world that tracks all your customer spending and that tracks all your all of your stock control levels and all of that sort of thing. And it prints out this beautiful written receipt, this beautiful type receipt that says thank you on the bottom, but it really doesn't dazzle your customers. And you can spend all that money. And if I walk in and you don't connect with me and smile at me, well, it's all been a big waste of money. I'm sorry. And so I did this show around customer service, and we did two events. I did a morning breakfast show and then I did an evening show just so that the whole community could have the chance to come to either one of them. After I had done the morning event, these few things happened. It was great. They were a little bit stunned, dare I say. I have to say, not everyone knows my style or has seen me present. So, of course, sometimes when I start, people look at me like, oh, my lordy, 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 what is going on here? But they came along on the ride and we had a great morning together. After I left that morning, there was about four things actually that happened. And the first one was that I left, and as I left, I started chatting to a lady walking down the street, and she was telling me how much she got out of the show and how important that she believes customer service is too. But as we're walking along, she is talking to other people in the community, and just people were randomly walking past on the street that she happened to know, and she's introducing me to them, and then she's promoting my show for me, the evening show. So every time we met somebody, she'd be like, this is Julie Cross. Have you heard of Julie Cross? Well, you don't know Julie Cross. Well, Julie Cross just does this show and she talks about customer service, and you and your team should go. You should all take your team. Are you taking your team? It's right here at the back here. That's where it is. And so it was like I had my own little personal PA for that 45 minutes promoting me to the town. And when you've done a good job, people will want to lift you to success. And I think that's the thing that we sometimes forget, is that people would love the opportunity to do that. And by doing a great job and inspiring them, you're actually inviting them to do that. So I was very gratified to have that happen. I then walked into the country and western dress shop, and I can't remember what the name of the shop is, and I apologise for that. But I always know they sell great sparkling belts at these shops, because the girls that ride the horses and when they do the rodeos, they love the sparkle belts. So I went in there and I was dazzled by the girls in there, because a couple of the girls had been to the morning event and I got the most wonderful service, and they were raving onto their customers and to one of the other attendants there about what a great morning it was and how much they learnt, and I got the most fabulous service. And and they talked about the fact that they really see now that they make a difference, and they were telling me about a guy who had just been in, and I saw him actually walk out with all these bags of clothes, and she was saying that they literally walk in and go, dress me, what should I get? And she said, and it's such fun having the opportunity and seeing transform these guys off of these stations that come in and they dress them up in all these amazing clothes and they walk out feeling so fantastic. Don't underestimate the effect that you have working from the stage you've got. I then walk out and I go back to my hotel. I have an email waiting for me already from somebody who had been at the morning show, and she owned an accommodation place or managed an accommodation place. And the email said, "Hi, Julie, I just wanted you to know how much I enjoyed what you shared with us this morning around customer service, etc. And it's so much of what I believe in, and you affirmed so much of that. And I'd also like to invite you to stay at our place next time you come back to Mount Isa. Now, there's service in action straight away. She's taking the message, she's doing something with it immediately. I then walk out of there and I'm walking downtown to go and have some lunch somewhere, and I get a phone call from one of the local beauty therapists there who'd been to the morning event as well. And she said, "Hi, Julie, I've just had a cancellation for a facial at 2:00. We were wondering if you'd like to come in and have one." That's what it's about, making a difference, stepping outside of what's comfortable for you and daring to try something a little bit different, daring to put into action immediately what you have learnt. So Mount Isa really got it. I got to tell you, they really got it. And the evening show was just as wonderful and had so much wonderful feedback from the people there, people from all sorts of backgrounds. And the next morning I went in and spent some time with the local mayor and the councillors, and some of the councillors were at the event. And one lady said to me, "Oh, Julie, I just spoke to one of the drivers from over at the mine today, and he said to me, he's wearing his sparkle bracelet, and he said, I've got spark today, and I tell you what, if that taxi driver Julie told us about could own his stage driving a taxi, well, today I'm owning my stage and the mine's driving my truck, and I got my sparkle on." And how could I not smile at that and feel like that's been a productive visit and a great thing? I love Mount Isa. So get to Mount Isa, and when you get there, you'll see the service is unbelievable. They got their sparkle going on in Mount Isa. So own your stage today and share your sparkle with the world. If you'd like to attend one of my public shows or book me to speak at your next conference, please visit juliecross.com.au.